Starting with a case material is not a recommended way to pick a watch. In most situations, you should first find a watch you love, and then research the materials involved. But for me, an addict that's had dozens of steel watches go through my collection, I started by saying, I want something different. And for me and my collection, this is something different. This is the Omega Gray Side of the Moon. It's probably the most tame watch in the Side of the Moon series, and yet this gray side is anything but boring. The design, and especially the tech involved in this watch, are nearly unique, especially at this price point. Some facts. The Gray Side of the Moon measures in at 44.5 millimeters in diameter, a pleasant 49.5 millimeters long, and with an intimidating thickness of 16 millimeters. In appearance, the watch doesn't seem as thick as that, thanks to about 4 of those millimeters belonging to the sapphire crystals on the front and back. And it doesn't feel that large on my 7-inch wrist, partially due to the lightness of the ceramic case. The ceramic used in watchmaking is more than twice as scratch resistant as steel. I've tried to scratch this watch with spring bar tools and have been unable to. The look of this ceramic is special. Most ceramic watch cases are black. Nearly all of them are black, in fact. But this case looks almost like a dark metal. Omega accomplished this by heating the case to 20,000 degrees Celsius in a plasma heating chamber. Now, I don't know what that means, but I do know that's more than 3 times hotter than the surface of the sun. So, toasty! The interesting materials don't stop at the case though. The dial is made of platinum, as noted by the PT950 etching. In some light, the dial looks matte gray, but in more direct light, it's clear that it's finely textured, like sparkling lunar dust. This is why the watch was originally called the Omega Lunar Dust. The parade of tech continues with the movement. The caliber 9300 is COSC chronometer certified, uses a silicon hairspring for anti-magnetism, and maybe most interestingly, employs a coaxial escapement. The coax escapement is a major evolution in mechanical watches, which I can't really do justice in this video. The 9300 movement is a vertical clutch chronograph. There's a running seconds hand at 9 o'clock, the chronograph seconds on the central axis, and at 3 o'clock there are the chronograph hour and minute hands. I've actually been using the 3 o'clock register to track a second time zone by starting the chronograph at that time zone's midnight. I'm also a big fan of a 6 o'clock date. Pleasant symmetry. The gray side came on a very nice Omega strap. The strap has a ceramic buckle and these reinforced holes. It might be the nicest strap I've ever seen, but I think the looks of it don't do the watch justice, which is why I've been wearing it on this gray suede strap. I'd never tried on the gray side of the moon until the day FedEx delivered it to me. I took a risk. I wanted something different. Something ceramic. Many of you on Instagram helped me with suggestions and first-hand experiences. So I want to thank the watch community for encouraging me to take a leap. That's one small leap for me, one giant leap for... Nope. It's just a fucking watch.